on here lately. It's been super busy this week with the wedding and everything, but we're married. Give me a ring. Okay, okay. We got about 2.5 hours left to get to Tennessee. It would be shorter, but traffic is crazy because of the road construction. But I have lots and lots of pictures on my personal pages, on my Facebook and on my Instagram. My personal one, and I'll post a couple on here later. But if you want to see them now, you can just head over to those pages, and they are up. So y'all have a good night, and look out for honeymoon highlights.
I'm gonna go right 200 feet. Not that one, the next one. Not the next one, the one after that. No.
Is it right? You got it?
Yeah.
Yeah?
The windows. Oh, hell. Oh, this shit done freaked the fuck out. I bet you I lost reception. Oh my god, that's a dip. Okay, I think I gotta turn here. That's definitely right here.
You think so?
Here.
Oh. Say hi, babe.
I wanna love you every day and every night. We'll be together.
No, there is a TV in here. This is our living room, our cute little cabin we're going to be staying in for the next 5 days. Here's our little porch. If I can get the door open. Oh, it's locked. There's a foosball table, hot tubs and checkers. And a nice view out there that you can't see at the moment. Lock that back. Here's a little extra bag. And then we got our fancy room with fancy 2 doors. That's our bed. There's a laundry washing and dryer machine. And then this is a bathroom. And then y'all ready for this? Are y'all ready for this? Boom! It's awesome. Stand back. You have to take a picture of it. Oh wait, no. That doesn't pop it.
You and me was having a chase. You think you can catch me?
Yes, me. Not already.
You really think you can catch me? Cause mama, this car feels kind of slow to me.
Yeah, plenty under the hood.
It's good. Come back.
No balls.
What did I tell you?
Mr. Professional. Okay, boo.
Shut the hell up, back there. All right? Oh my God! Will you look at that?
Oh, you need a napkin to eat them drumsticks, boy.
Blink. Kill it. Okay.
You're my best friend. Didn't care about the rules, good on the weekends. I'll be in full, stripped in the deep space. So brave and so stupid, just like the movies. I was gonna stay in the fight with you, just thinking we would do this until we couldn't do it. Each and every high, every night with you. You and me so clueless.
You guys.
There's no remedy.
Do something cool.
Under neon bright lights when I see you dancing on the Polaroid. Just wanna have a good time, don't you? It all goes low, low, low. I don't wanna talk before the moment slowly slips away. Get a little dirty, baby, nothing you ain't gonna take, yeah. Fire burning like I do under my tattoos. There's a remedy, 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 yeah. And the way you go, baby, don't you know? There's a remedy, 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 yeah. Prison cigarette smoke, is it? The print you wanna leave behind. Get all those cold eyes cold looking. But saying bye, bye, bye. I don't wanna talk before the moment slowly slips away. Get a little dirty, baby, nothing you ain't gonna take, yeah. Fire burning like I do under my tattoos. There's a remedy, 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 yeah. And the way you go, baby, don't you know? There's a remedy, 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 yeah. Darling Palooza, ain't gonna lose ya. I'm gonna do that. Darling Palooza, ain't gonna lose ya. Darling Palooza, ain't gonna lose ya. I'm gonna do that. Darling Palooza, ain't gonna lose ya. Was it hot for you, baby love? Hot for you, baby love? Hot for you, baby love? Hot, 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 hot for you, baby love? Hot for you, baby love? Yeah, yeah. Hot for you, baby love? Hot for you, baby love? Hot for you, baby love? Hot, 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 hot for you, baby love? Hot for you, baby love? Yeah, yeah. Fire burning like I do under my tattoos. There's a remedy, 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 yeah. And the way you go, baby, don't you know? There's a remedy, 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 yeah. Yeah, there's a remedy, remedy, yeah. Oh no. Darling Palooza, ain't gonna lose ya. I'm gonna do that. Darling Palooza, ain't gonna lose ya. There's a remedy, remedy, darling Palooza, ain't gonna lose ya. I'm gonna do that. Darling Palooza, ain't gonna lose ya. There's no remedy, remedy, yeah.
What did we get? That's pretty. It's our bag of goodies.
those good on the weekends. I'll be in fools, drifting to deep space. So brave and so stupid, just like the movies. I was gonna stay in the fight with you, just thinking we would do this until we couldn't do it. Each and every high, every night with you. You and me so clueless. We were just broken, shattered, singing along to nothing matters. Stray around like nighttime rumors. We were in too deep. In your worn out sweaters, thinking we'll be young forever. Driving in your mom's old hatchback, and we were in too deep. Thinking we'll be young, be young, be young. 'Cause I'm thinking we'll be young forever. 'Cause I'm thinking we'll be young, be young, be young. 'Cause I'm thinking we'll be. Where did it begin? Where did it end? Hanging on loose strings, unable to bend. I never listened. Trying to prove it, just like the movies.
I wonder what
I was
happened to
gonna
it.
stay in the fight with you, just thinking we would do this until we couldn't do it. Each and every high, every night with you. You and me so clueless. We were just broken, shattered, singing along to nothing matters. Stray around like nighttime.
That's what I'm talking about, boo. Yes. Wave and smile.
Too deep in your worn out
Brandon,
sweaters, thinking we'll be young
you're serious.
forever. Driving in your mom's old hatchback, and we were in too deep. Cause I'm thinking we'll be young, be young, be young. Cause I'm
Alright, go.
thinking we'll be young forever. Cause I'm thinking we'll be young, be young, be young. Cause I'm thinking we'll be young forever.
You probably gonna get it better.
It's not ready, under neon bright lights when I see you dancing on the Polaroids. Just wanna have a good time, don't you? It all goes low, low, low. I don't wanna talk before the moment slowly slips away. Get a little dirty, baby, nothing you ain't gonna take, yeah. Why you burning like I do under my tattoos? There's a remedy, 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 yeah. And the way you go, baby, don't you know? There's a remedy, 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 yeah. under my tattoos. There's a remedy. And the way you go, baby, don't you know? There's a remedy.
Hey guys, I know I look like a hot mess. We got up about almost an hour ago, and we're trying to get the house picked up, organize everything that came from the wedding and whatnot. My room is messy at the moment. I need to wipe and everything. We need to unpack and do laundry. My hey kitty. My guest bedroom is a hot mess as well. But we're getting it done. We're getting there. But I just wanted to, I guess in my honeymoon video that I sort of created, with the clips and stuff that I got while we were there. Yesterday, we left Tennessee at like not even 12:30. I think it was a little bit before 12:30. We wanted to go eat lunch at Dick's, but they didn't open till 12 because Brandon's never been there and I really wanted to take him. Get off of my veil. So, shadow, thank you. So, we wound up going to Margaritaville, and the service was quick. Like, I loved it. It was really good food. And so we left there at a decent time, and we got on the road. And we wanted to get on the road because at an early time, like we left early instead of doing any more attractions that day before we left, because we needed to get to Columbia by 5 because I'm trying to freeze dry my bouquet from the wedding. And I explained this earlier on my stories on my Instagram page, which I highlighted in my wedding stuff, so it's actually still there. But there was a mix-up with the freeze dry, so we had to find someone else to do it. We found someone to do it in Columbia, and we planned on stopping there on our way home and dropping off the flowers and paying them and telling them what we wanted. But that wound up not happening yesterday because we got stuck on a mountain with absolutely no service for 3 hours and standstill traffic. There was multiple accidents in this one little town that we're in. It was outside of Columbus, North Carolina, I think. I don't remember where we were at, but because we were trying to get to Spartanburg and we didn't have any service, so we couldn't look up directions, so we were literally just following traffic, which sucked because it was literally standstill and we barely moved for 3 hours. Originally we had to get off of the interstate. I think it was like exit 69 or 59, one of those, for Spartanburg or something, because they had closed down the interstate for a while because a tanker truck had flipped, and there was the woods were on fire, and it was crazy. Like fire trucks, and there was the hazardous material truck. Like all these people were passing us by and just going. So that was insane, and we were stuck on the highway. It wasn't that bad, but I think like 30 minutes. And then we got off and we stopped at the gas station because we both had to use the restroom. And by that time, we already knew, like, we weren't making it to this flower place, and we were just like, all right, let's just go home. And then we got back on the road to where the GPS had said, and then we got not even 2 minutes down the road, and we lost signal completely, both of us. And I was in the middle of writing my wedding day blog, because I knew that I was going to be spending the entire trip writing. That was my plan to get that done. Which, even though we lost service for 3 hours, we still had 2.5, almost 3 hours left to go to get home. So I ended up finishing that blog and doing my rehearsal dinner one. I did not write my honeymoon one because, one, we only had like an hour to get home by the time I finished, and I was like, I'm done. I'm tired. I'm watching TV on my phone, and like, I'll tend to that later. So thankfully I got 2 things done. But anyway, so we get into the line of traffic off of this like off-road, and we are following the rest of these cars up on a mountain, and we get, I think, 6 or 7 minutes onto the mountain, and we go around a corner, and we were like, why is there no traffic on the other side of the road? Why is there no traffic? And then there was a few cars had come through, but when we're at a standstill on our side, a few cars had come through on the other side. I was like, okay, what's going on? We go a little bit further down. We go on this huge corner. It's like this, and there's a 18-wheeler on this side of the road in the ditch. We're like, what is going on? Like, this little town has stuff like happening, because first the tanker truck and now this, and we're stuck on a mountain with no service, and all these cars are like, what's going on? And this mountain goes like 15 miles down. It is crazy. It's probably even more than that. And standing in standstill traffic for 15 to 20 miles is crazy. That's why it took us 3 hours to get on an actual another interstate highway or whatever and go. And we still had 2.5 hours left, and we didn't get on the highway until 5:30, and I was driving at that point. So we see the 18-wheeler like that, and we're like, ooh, this, like, there's some stuff. They got some problems over here. And we go around it, and we're like, how is he cannot get out of going down or whatever, still in a little bit of standstill traffic, and all these people, like, start, like, the other side of the road starts getting longer than ours at a point because they were stuck by that truck, and they're, like, all the cops and the fire trucks were at the tanker that flipped. So I'm like, and nobody has freaking service, so no one's going to be able to get up here and get them. Like, nobody was in 18-wheelers in the ditch. So we're still going. We finally, like, probably about an hour later, I was ready to take a freaking nap. I was still, like, we kept looking at our phones to see if we had service or anything. We didn't really need direction, but I was trying to make sure that my blog post had saved. Like, I wasn't even done with it, but I was almost done. And if it would have not saved and I had to restart, I would have been so upset. But yes, it saved. Thank God. But we get I don't even think halfway down the freaking mountain, and every single turn I'm like, we're almost there. No, we weren't. But we finally see, it was a fire truck, but not like the big ones, just like an actual truck. A go-kart, and then another like Jeep SUV or something with a guy in it that was supposed to help, I guess, and they were going to that. I'm like thinking for sure, like they had to have, like what else would they have been going to? So they get by, they turn their lights on. I'm like, how are you going to get by? We're trying to get over, but we can't. And so I knew it was like the guy in the little go-kart thing is to get out and turn the sirens on and just lead the way. And that's exactly what we did after we got a little bit ways down the mountain. We were still on there, and then we got it was like a hiking trail. I was like, hey, you want to go hiking? By the time we get back, they'll be gone. And he was like, nah, we can just camp out here or something in the car because we're not getting home till 3 in the morning. That's what he was like saying. At that point, I get out my car and I go to get some clothes in my suitcase because I was just so uncomfortable. I was wearing jeans and a long sleeve sweater, and I was like, it's not comfortable. I wore this for a 5-hour trip, not a 9-hour trip. So, and then we were already in the car for 5 hours, over 5 hours. It was crap. We didn't make it back to the interstate by 5 something because we were it was like 4:50 something. We were sitting there right then, and I was trying to get it out, and we had been in the car since 12. So we started moving by the time I get out, which was so rude. So I got back in the car, we went down a little ways, and I climbed to the back seat and like moved stuff, and then got some clothes, which is actually what I'm wearing right now, is what I pulled out of my bag and put on. Which I didn't grab shoes, which was really stupid because when we stopped to go to the restroom before we got back on the interstate, I was wearing burgundy boots, which was funny looking. But anyway, I put this on, I get back in the front seat, I dump out my cup, and I grab a water bottle that's in the back because thankfully we had bought a pack for the cabin and we had some water in the car, so that was good. Brandon at this point had to pee so freaking bad, like he was about to die. So we're still going a little ways, and I was like, well, at least we have this beautiful scenery to look at. We had a little bubbling brook at the bottom of the mountain at the ramp, and there was like beautiful trees. It was fall and they were changing colors. And then we started going down and down and down, and we got away from the beautiful scenery, and we were stuck, like, I guess, in this little, it was not a town, but it was a neighborhood, and it had, like, little cabins and stuff and houses on either side. I'm like, how do we not still have service? And at this point, me and Brandon switch places. Like, we're at a stopping point still. He climbs in the back seat, and I take the driver's seat, and we start moving again. I was so mad because I was laughing at him because he took a tea bottle from the gas station and peed in it in the back seat, and he was like, all these people could be looking at me, and because he could not hold it anymore, and he filled that entire thing up. I know he probably hates me for telling you all this, but it was so stinking funny. This trip, that drive back, yes, it was horrible, and we had our moments, but we also did have fun, and it's gonna be something that I remember forever. So that happened. Like, he climbed the back seat, he did all that, and then I kept driving, I think, for about another 45 minutes, maybe a little bit less, and we finally get to a point where we can turn. Like, we don't even know where the standstill traffic was, because all of these cars that were with us were from the interstate. They had all gone on the interstate, which is why everything was so backed up, because there was so much traffic on this freaking mountain, and we had to stop like so many times. It was standstill traffic because there was like there was really sharp turns around the mountain and only one car could go at a time because there was all these 18-wheelers that had to go this way because they had no choice because the interstate was closed. So 18-wheelers that shouldn't be on this road are on this road going around a freaking mountain, very steep mountain, and very sharp turns, and we all had to stop. And that's probably how that 18-wheeler got into the ditch, because he wasn't paying attention to what he was doing. And so that's like part of the reason why we had to stop. We catch back up, we had to stop because we had to wait for one side to go, and then we went. And people are impatient and just not nice, so it took longer than usual because people just want to let people go. But we finally got to a place where I guess the ending was where you go right or left into Spartanburg or Troy or something like that, right or left, and we went towards Spartanburg, and it literally led us into an interstate. We stopped at, after we got on like 2 minutes, we stopped at the Welcome Center because we had like just gotten into South Carolina, and we stopped at the Welcome Center and we went to the restroom, and because he still hadn't finished using the restroom with that bottle because it wasn't big enough. Yeah, that's horrible. But we stopped, we used the restroom, and we switched places. I was like, I can drive, babe, I got it. And he was like, no, because he was like, you won't get us a ticket. And he was probably right, because I have a left foot and I like to go. But yeah, so that's the story of the longest trip ever. But you know, it was worth it in the end. We finally got home. We got home around 8:30, 9 o'clock last night, and we literally unpacked the car. We ate dinner, called our family, and crawled into bed. I caught up on some of my Big Brother. I still haven't watched last night's episode, but I caught up on Big Brother, and yeah, and then we went to sleep. We had a great honeymoon. Yes, it wasn't what we had planned at first, but it turned out to be really great. We had an amazing time. We had so much fun. I hadn't been to Tennessee since I was little, and I don't even remember anything about it. It was my first time going to the Titanic Museum, which I've been dying to try, and my first time going to the Hollywood Wax Museum. So that was something that was so much fun and a great experience to have, and I got to have those first with my new husband. But yeah, we are officially married. I'm gonna get back to cleaning up my house and organizing stuff. And I don't know when this video is going to be out, but when you do see it, I hope you like it, and yeah, so bye guys.